new drinks are now at McDonald's. With refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba. To crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine. Copyright 2026, The Coca-Cola Company. Sprite is a registered trademark of The Coca-Cola Company.
This summer, serve up the cookout classics, Kraft mayo and dressing. Toss green salads with delicious ranch dressing or zesty Italian. Serve smooth, craveably creamy potato salads with mayo. We all know it's not a cookout without Kraft.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I don't know what I'm going to title this episode. I'll cross that bridge when I need to, but no, I guess just getting straight on into the conversation and stuff. There is a new Just a Robot fan he's trying to pretend like he's not a Just a Robot super fan and stuff, but he is. The thing is this. The way that these guys describe my channel, it's a channel that's not going to pop up in your algorithm. It's a channel that you're not going to randomly see in your recommendations. You know, it's not like my videos go viral. So you purposely go out your way. And that's why I just think that Just a Robot and his fans, like, they're incompetent. They're dumb. Like, you purposely make yourself upset. Why do you guys do that? Why do you guys feel the need to keep coming back and forth to my channel? And you wonder why I talk about you guys, because it's so easy to make you guys upset. It's funny how they'll try to be like, oh, we're not upset, we're not doing, but you find yourself in my comment sections. It'll even be videos that ain't got nothing to do with you guys, and you'll still find a reason to comment underneath my videos. You'll still find a reason to talk about me. And I get so confused by it, because I'm like, if you guys aren't haters and there's a video that ain't got nothing to do with you, or if I'm live streaming, or if I'm just sitting around minding my own business, why do you feel the need to come to my channel and just overall invade my space? Like, that's, I will never understand that about a hater. But that's the thing, like, even outside of that, and just talking on other content creators, because I've seen it with other content creators, they'll get hate. For an example, Logan Paul. Everybody hates that man. I have no reason to hate him. I'm not a hateful person. I guess I can say I don't overall care for certain people, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want them to be in a tough spot in life. Like, I don't want them to mentally be going through it and stuff, but I highly doubt that me not caring for them is going to mentally put them through it and things, you know? So, but somebody like Logan Paul, for an example, nothing that I can possibly say to defend that guy. That video that he did all those years ago, yeah, worst video that he could possibly upload onto the internet. That Japan, that forest video, worst video that he could possibly upload it. I don't condone that video. I will never go out my way to even watch that video. Like, I mean, it got taken down, but still, like, I'm pretty sure it's been posted to a bunch of different websites. Like, it's going to be on the internet forever. We're always going to remember that about Logan Paul. But what do I look like, me being in my position where I have so much going on in my life? What do I look like sitting around hating on a grown man, where if we could just lay out what Logan Paul got going on for himself right now? WWE wrestler. He's currently out on injury right now because I think he tore his tricep, but WWE wrestler. Killing it with YouTube still. Got the Pokemon card game on lock. Like, anytime this man does a Pokemon video, people are, like, glued to the screen seeing what is he going to do next with Pokemon. So, I mean, if he wanted to get back into boxing, he very well could do that. Got a good podcast. He has a lot of good things going for himself. And I would rather see him doing those good things than for him to go back in that dark place that he was at when he did that forest video. So that's why I cannot hate somebody like Logan Paul. But if there is somebody actively doing bad content, not like no bad content like they don't know how to do content, but they're doing content that's purposely going out their way to offend people. For an example, Chud the Builder. It would trip me out to see people say, oh, I hate Logan Paul, but Chut the Builder, he's great for the community. This man just tried to shoot and kill somebody because he wanted to go out of his way. Now, and overall, I feel like I shouldn't have did that. I feel like I shouldn't have given Chut the Builder a platform. Like, I shouldn't have mentioned him in this podcast episode, but I guess I've already done dug this hole. Might as well keep on digging. To me, it just seems very strange where there's content creators like that exist, but you'd rather sit and hate on somebody that ain't did nothing to you, and they're not even doing anything now. Now, switching back to me and the hate that I'm still dealing with after 10 years, you would think at some point in time, it just gets old. Like, okay, I gotta move on. He's moved on. Talking on myself, TMossBoss, he's moved on. This man's streaming. He got 49 other different YouTube channels outside of his main channel. Altogether I have 50 channels and stuff, but I know this is going to be posted on my main channel and things. But overall, though, got a lot going on for himself. I'm not the same person that I once was before, but at the same time, I don't regret who I was when it comes down to you guys. You put yourself in a situation where you wanted to come to my channel on a regular basis and harass me. I'm not supposed to do anything about that. Like, that's the part that confuses the life out of me when it comes down to content creating. Why is it that people just want others, like, they're being affected by something, but they want those same people being affected by something to just shut up, not say nothing? You just gotta keep your mouth shut. You're not allowed to defend yourself. You're not allowed. So these same people, they can make up lies about you, stories about you. They can do any and everything that they can to you. You cannot react. What sense does that make? But it's okay for you guys. If I say something to you guys, do something to you guys, oh, it's a problem. Oh, all right, you guys you have to react. You have to, just like what you told me, let it go. So what if I say something? And that's the thing that this guy, the video that he commented on, and I'm like, man, you guys ain't really trying to beat the pedophile allegations. For you guys to just jump up so quickly and defend a pedophile, it's weird. I look at it as a weird thing. But so anyways, if you guys seen the 2 YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, but I uploaded them on YouTube as shorts. But if you seen the one where I exposed the Talonmation guy, where it's same dude that was threatening my life last year. Now he decided for some reason to actually, I think it had to have been last year when he sent those messages. Like, I don't know why I was thinking like it happened recently, but no, it was, it had to have happened last year, because that's when he took the account down. He probably is still talking to minors. We don't know what this guy got going on, because there was a video that I seen. If that's the same channel, yeah, it furthermore tells me that, yeah, this guy, he's just weird, so, but, and it doesn't surprise me. I mean, when you look at the audience, the, community that he came from, there's a lot of pedophiles that came from the community, from the main guy himself, his editor, the person that, the last defense video he did talking on Cinnabar. Yeah, there's a lot of different pedophiles that came from that community. Probably some other fans, probably even this guy that's been commenting underneath my videos. You so quick to jump up and defend somebody on the pedophile stuff. But no, so anyway, but this guy, he's been on my case for the guy that I'm going to be talking about in this episode. He's been on my case for a while now. I can't pinpoint the exact time when he started commenting underneath my videos, but I remember me and him was going back and forth at it. And I can't remember exactly what I said. I had to go back and read the comments again. But overall, though, pretty much just proving my point as, I think that was like the main thing, was proving my point on him just being a hater and stuff. And that's the thing, like, they don't want to admit to that. They don't want to, I guess, pretty much have like a perfectly painted out picture of them. And I'm like, well, fam, that's what you are. If you find yourself, the thing is this, right? Let's just sit down and talk about your life. You woke up this morning. You got 24 hours or less, I guess, depending on what time you woke up, or if you pull in an all-nighter, regardless, you got a whole day to yourself. You could do anything with this day, right? And I mean, because I'm like, every second counts, every minute counts, every hour counts, every day counts. If you find yourself in my comment sections trying to expose me, hate on me, make me, I guess, and that's the thing where it's like, what do you overall gain from commenting underneath my videos? Like, that's the thing that I never understood about my haters. You guys don't gain nothing. Just a robot don't care if you comment underneath my videos. Nobody else cares if you comment underneath my videos, especially if the video ain't getting no views. What reason do you have to leave a comment? So that's why I'm like, and that's the thing, they'll try to argue, they'll try to, see, that's what I mean. You guys are wasting your life. And that's something that they never want to admit to, or I guess not admit to, but accept. They don't want to accept that their life is being wasted away. But it's like, fam, when you sit down and think about it, what was you doing 10 years ago? When you heard about my name for the first time, what was you guys doing 10 years ago? The same stuff you doing 10 years later. Here it is. It's like, you see me, I'm like, I done elevated my content creating career on multiple platforms, then got into streaming, got more into music, all the different stuff that I've done. If anybody would, I guess, like to attempt to tell me that I am wasting my time, please show me where I'm wasting my time at. And I just know it's going to be the same, oh, you don't get no views. Okay, and what else? I'm like, at least my thing is this. At least I wouldn't be embarrassed to talk about my content creating career to people. People check my channel, see I ain't got no views. I already know what I need to say about that. And it's funny how it's like they always like to bring that up, but it's like, weren't you guys literally the reason why? I mean, when you just dislike videos for, years upon years and stuff, it's like, yeah, that's usually what happens, is that my videos get pushed further down into the algorithm. So it's even harder for me. And then on top of that, when we're talking about content creating, and then on top of that, the free time that I had to be a content creator, literally, that's one thing I would love to see with YouTube, with Twitch, with TikTok, the amount of content creators that got into content creating during the pandemic. Yeah, probably if this would have been 2016 or any other year beforehand, I probably would have had a better chance if I had got into the Rainbow Six Siege community a little bit early. But you have to understand that with content creating, because I guess like there have been some of my videos that, especially over the past 2 years, where I'm like, they've made it through the algorithm, they reach great heights. So that's something that I'm like, I'm not going to look down upon. Like, no, I'm happy that my videos, some of my videos have reached great heights. I wish it was the same for all my videos, but we can't have it all. It's one of those things where I'm like, eventually, at some point in time, yeah, I'll look up and then my channel will be in a much more better spot. But I guess that would be my question to you guys. What you guys gonna do next? What comment you gonna leave next? What video you gonna record next? Like, and that's the thing where it's just, you can see so many people, like just different people grow and they want to do something better with their lives. You guys, on the other hand, y'all just want to sit around and just hate on TMossBoss. Like, if you find yourself listening to this podcast episode, the whole podcast episode, you're a hater, bro. You're a hater. If you are like, oh, I'm going to leave a hate comment, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to hate on this video, or I'm going to go and I'm going to trick him, instead of hating on this video, I'm going to hate on this video, I'm going to go and harass him on this platform, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to create whole YouTube accounts, Twitter accounts, and all these other different things. And the funny thing is, all that's not going to mean nothing. All it's just going to do is just show you that you wasted more of your time. So what if you a TMossBoss hater? It gets to a point where it's like, okay, you as a grown adult, what are you doing productively with your life and things? Like, what is something that you can honestly say that you're proud of? Because that's what you need to be putting your time and attention to. Like, I really hope that none of the people that do hate on me, I hope you guys ain't got kids. If you got kids, you could be sitting down, spending time with them, making memories with them, but you would rather watch a YouTube video that I recorded talking about haters outside of all the other different videos that I've recorded, and you'd rather just pinpoint that one video where I'm talking about haters and just leave hate comments underneath that. Like, I'm telling you, I really should just do that. Just create a channel just talking about haters and just see how many times they comment underneath those videos. Just see how many times I could just rage bait them into comment, because they're gonna do it. Like that, because I think, the guy's name is Tim. He ain't gonna be the last one to comment underneath my videos. He's just one of many. But that's the thing. They are so easy to upset. They are so easy to just rage bait them into commenting underneath my videos. So that's why I'm like, man, it's almost comical on how easily manipulated you guys are. Like, you cannot think for yourself. You can't do things on your own. You had to either wait for just a robot to give you guys the green light on to do something, or you have to wait for me to say something and then you guys just get all riled up. So that's why I'm like, man, instead of being so worried about me, focus on yourself. Focus on what you got going on in life. Like I can't remember if I had fully had set that out, like talking on your guys' life, but you woke up this morning, right? Or whenever you're listening to this podcast episode, you woke up today. You got the whole day to do whatever it is that you want to do. You could get into content creating. You could go to Barnes and Noble and buy you a book, or even go on Amazon and buy you a book. Play your favorite video game. Watch your favorite movie or TV show. Go out for a walk, water the grass, cut the yard if the grass is too long, and then water it afterwards. What else? Go out for a drive. I'm saying, like, especially if you live by a beach, go to the beach and just kind of enjoy the fresh air. What are some other things? Go to your favorite restaurant. Go watch you a movie at the movie theaters. There's so many different things that you guys can be doing with your life. To sit around, okay, and hate on me, and you're trying to make it seem like, oh, the hate's justified. I gotta come to your channel. No, you're an easily manipulated person. You don't have no control over yourself. Everybody around you got control over you. You have to wait for somebody to tell you to jump so you can ask the question, how high? You have no control, mentally or physically, of yourself. I tell you to go outside, obviously you're going to sit there and not do nothing, so it's kind of like some reverse psychology thing. But then you're going to probably be all like, nah, I'm going to go outside anyway. He ain't going to tell me what to do. I ain't going to. Nah. Again, easily manipulated people. You don't have no control over yourself, and it's sad. It's really sad to just sit down and think, dang, I really got that much control over people to where they can't even think for themselves. They can't do anything for themselves. They got to wait for me to say something or do something. And then it's like, yeah, bro, I just, it's sad. It really is sad and stuff. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, what could you possibly do in things? It's like the most that I can do is just continue doing what I've been doing and stuff. But yeah, that's just me being a content creator. And if that's the thing with their thinking that, oh, if I leave this comment, it's going to get TMossBoss to quit content creating. I'm not. If I was going to quit content creating, I would have quit a long time ago. I would have quit on August 4th of 2010, a day after I started my content creating career. So I'm all like, fam, if you are trying to accomplish, you're not going to accomplish nothing. There is nothing to accomplish with me. If you guys was going to accomplish this, okay, fast forward 6 years after I had started my content creating career, when the drama all started, y'all should have accomplished something then. You had that whole time frame, 2017, 18, 19, 20, you had all this time to cancel me, to get me to quit, to take me off of the internet. You've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why? Because you guys got no control over me. Mentally, I have more control over myself than you guys do over yourself. So do you think a person that is mentally stable, do you think they're going to listen to somebody that's mentally unstable? We're going to look at you as crazy people. Why am I having to explain something like this? But that's what I've noticed over the years, and that's the thing. They're not going to see a Just a Robot hater. They ain't going to be listening to that, So I guess to somebody that is, not a Just a Robot, but a TMossBoss hater, but a Just a Robot fan and stuff. But yeah, they ain't going to listen to no stuff like this, And so that's why I'm like, I guess to somebody that's not really a hater, but you might be showing some tendencies where it's like you're constantly stalking, harassing, leaving hate comments, coming up with lies and rumors, just doing any and everything that you possibly can to, I guess, rage bait a person. You're not going to rage bait me, bro. I laugh at stuff like this. It's comical. It's stories that I can tell people, and we sit down and we laugh at you guys. And you just keep giving me more and more and more material. So that's why I'm like, fam, hold on for a second. Let me just read the comment that this guy left underneath my channel, just to overall read it real quick. And just in it. So he goes on, because it was underneath the it was exposing the Talonmation guy on being a pedophile. So he goes on in comments talking about, of course you show no proof, you never do, and even if it was true, Just a Robot cannot control what his fans do, and Just a Robot doing bad doesn't mean ever claim is instantly, doesn't mean ever claim Just a robot doing bad doesn't ever mean ever claim it's instantly true. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's too late trying to figure out what that guy's trying to say. But anyways, but so with the proof stuff, if we could just talk on that real quick. How many times have you guys, quote unquote, showed proof of me? What the funny thing is that you guys show a conversation that I've had with somebody, and just going based off of like the older videos that was made, you'll show this conversation that I had. And then somehow, some way, that makes me a bad person because of how I respond to the conversation. But that, and the funny thing is that you don't go based off of like other random conversations. You're going based off of the interaction, the conversation that I had with you guys. It would make, and see, and I think that's another reason why me getting canceled was never in the plans for me and stuff, because you guys, it wasn't like, it would be one thing, I guess, if, let's say, for an example, you do an exposing video on me, and it's a conversation that I'm having with a random person, and I'm being rude and disrespectful and all that stuff, then that's when I can possibly be in a canceled, position and things. But if it's talking with you guys, do you honestly think the internet is going to care that I am responding to haters? Do you honestly think they're going to care about that? No, they're not. So that's why I'm like, fam, even when you guys, when you make these videos talking about, oh, TMossBoss doesn't understand anything, what is it that I don't understand? So if we're sitting down, we put that to the test. TMossBoss doesn't understand the sneaker culture. What is it that I don't understand about the sneaker culture? TMossBoss doesn't understand video games. What is it that I don't understand about video games? TMossBoss doesn't understand music and movies and TV shows. What is it that I don't understand about music, movies, and TV shows? See, and that's the thing. When you make videos like that, people are going to question it. But then once when they see, oh, this is just a guy hating on TMossBoss, there ain't no reason to watch the video. It ain't no different than when a documentary comes out about a person, and the Michael Jackson documentary, for an example, that's getting ready to come out on Netflix. What reason did Netflix has to releasing that documentary? Absolutely none. So that's why I'm like, I guess I look at things like that where I'm all like, I ain't saying that the videos are made about me or like on that same scale as a Netflix documentary and things, but I'm just saying it's like, if people know the truth, why would they watch that video? If they hate Michael Jackson, then yeah, then they'll watch that documentary. But if they don't, then it's like, okay, I'm still going to listen to his music. I'm still going. So I guess if you are doing it to, I guess, try to convince my fans, good luck. The fans that I'm like the few, I guess, fans that I be talking to and cool with, they already know what you guys are about. Like, they are humans capable of thinking, mentally stable humans. That's what they are. People that are capable of thinking on their own. So if they wanted to hate on me, they very well had that choice, but they didn't. And if they, I guess, wanted to, then it wouldn't have been on no stuff where it's like, oh, I'm going to harass and stalk and all this other stuff. No, what I'm just going to do is just go on about my business. I just ain't going to watch TMossBoss no more. And I have absolutely, if there's a person that's like, hey, I seen some questionable videos about you, I'm gonna have to unsubscribe, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. I'm not gonna try to force you. I'm not gonna try to, no. I'm like, you go your separate ways, have a good life, hope all is well with you. I'm focused on myself. I ain't got time to be out here trying to, at the end of the day, yeah, you want the best for your channel. You want the best for your content. But if there's people that see things about me and it makes them uncomfortable, whether it's my content being uploaded onto my channel or something that somebody else done already said, hey, I ain't going to take that away from you. All right. So, but anyways, then the next part, then he was all like, and even if it was true, just a robot cannot control what his fans do, but he has control over the content that he uploads. He has control over the character that he is. You can't, the one thing that you cannot say is that me and just a robot, we're the same. We share the same character. And my thing is this, if you actually do sit down and watch my videos, and I mean actually watch my videos, from the gaming videos that I do, the body cam videos that I do, I mean, you're actually watching the thousands upon thousands of videos that I have on the internet. Can you really say me as a person is worse than just a robot? Meanwhile, this guy is stalking people at VidCon, promoting being a pedophile, defending a pedophile. What else is he covering up for pedophiles and probably covering up for him for himself? So all of a sudden, that makes me a bad guy. What sense does that make? That it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. But it's like you're trying to defend him. And it's like, fam, there's no defense for just a robot. None whatsoever. You cannot defend this guy as much as you would like to, or try to make it seem like, oh, I'm not a fan of just a robot, but I'm just up on YouTube 2 a.m. defending him. That don't even make. He did live. No, it was 2 hours ago. So it was no. So it was like at midnight and things, but. Anyways, then the last part of the comment, I'm like, I ain't even gonna bother. I don't know. Maybe he had a medical emergency at that last. He was like, and no, just a robot doing bad doesn't mean ever claim is instantly true. Like he just hit. You know how like on when you're texting on the phone and then there's like that middle word that iPhone suggests to you or Samsung Galaxies, whichever. Yeah, I think he just hit that, and I don't know. He had a moment. He had a moment. But this ain't the first time this guy done left a comment underneath my video and stuff. He's just some random account, I think, trying to seek some attention, and it's like, bro, go seek attention elsewhere. I'm like, it's not welcome. I think next time I ain't gonna feed into this guy, but I felt like that it was needed to do this podcast episode, I guess, for fans that are thinking along the lines like him and stuff, just the robot fans, I should say. But anyways, yeah, I just don't know how I'm gonna title this podcast episode. I mean, it's just because it's just, and like so many different titles, so many different things to, that I've said before. But I feel like that this episode is new of its, of like different than the other ones that I've done and content that I've done and stuff. So, but overall though, I mean, I guess to just end it off, it's like, you guys really need to move on. It's been 10 years. Like, it's funny when I get to talking about that, like how long Just a Robot and his fans have been hating on me and stuff. For those that are new to my channel, every time when I say it's been 10 years, people, they're like, wow. Like, you've been dealing with this guy and his fans for 10 years. Like, they'd sound depressed for me. And I'm like, man, at times I don't be wanting to tell nobody. And that's the thing, because they make it seem like that I have control over people, to where it's like I control the narrative of his videos. Fam, the thing is this. If you watch a video about me, and you don't want to be cool with me, you don't want to be associated with me, this goes for friends, this goes for family, this goes for any and everybody that knows me, that knows TMossBoss and Tyler. If you see a video about me and you all of a sudden have this bad feeling in your gut about me, continue having that bad feeling. I'm not going to take that bad feeling away from you. But that's the thing though. I guess, like, if I could describe myself as a person, I'm not perfect. I've never said that I was perfect. I don't want to be perfect. The thing is this. I want to have a good life. I want to grow old. I want to, have a wife. I want to have kids. I want to have the white picket fence, the nice house, possibly a Koenigsegg. But if not, I'll settle for a Mustang. But I want to have a successful content creating career. I feel like one of the main things I want to have in life is just to overall do right by people. But if people do wrong by me, I'm not going to be this old nice, caring, oh, okay, I could just tell you're kind of. No, I'm going to let you know about yourself. So, and that's the thing. I feel like a lot of them misunderstand that. They think, oh, you're not supposed to. You tell me I can't always be positive, but you expect me to be positive with you guys. You expect me to just be like, oh, I can't say anything disrespectful or do anything disrespectful to you guys. No, I am. That's the thing. I might be a nice person, but if you cross that line, I will get disrespectful. So that's the thing. You're like, oh, I'm autistic. So what? There's a lot of people out there that are autistic. They don't be carrying on like you guys. So are you guys really autistic, or is it just some old fake autism that you've seen on Reddit that you can relate to? That's why I'm like, yeah, you guys, like, it's funny how, like, they be trying to, like, fake stuff, make it seem like that, oh, we be having problems and all these other things. Then go on the short yellow bus, sit together and things, and don't say nothing to nobody. Just go on a field trip somewhere, just make sure you wear your football helmet so y'all ain't licking the glass and making a mess, and the bus driver got to clean it and all that. But see, that's the thing. I can say that because of the type of the people that I'm talking to. I can say that to you guys. Y'all do not, and I mean this in the most respectful but disrespectful way possible. You guys do not mean nothing on the internet at all. Nobody cares about you guys. That whole side of the internet, Just a Robot and his community, they can disappear. Every website, social media account, everything's is still going to be running the same. Nobody's not going to care. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys need to grow up. Y'all need to move on. Stop getting so mad about if I make a video or if I make a social media post or just me existing. Y'all need to let it go. All right. So, but if you're going to listen to this whole podcast episode and still find something to argue with, just like what I've been telling Tim, you're proving my point. I told you so. You're just proving me more and more right as the more this goes on. So, anyways, with that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.